Hi, guys. Welcome to Uma Talks Thursday. And tonight, our topic is essential oils. Guys, you would not believe what happened. I have had such a kind of like a woozy day. I've been meditating today, and I also went up dimensionally. More on that in another talk sometime. But I went up dimensionally today, so I'm kind of out of it. And for those of you that are watching me on TikTok, you can probably see it in my face. I'm kind of here, but I'm not here. But during one of my meditations today, I knew I went really deep because I entered into this kind of subspace in my meditation, and I haven't been right the whole day today. But my manifesting has just been on point. So when I came out of it, I remember thinking to myself, being the Capricorn that I am, I remember thinking to myself, I want to make an extra $5,000. I know. You're like, Uma, you just meditated and you went to like subspace. And that's the first thing you think about when you come out is money. And no, but seriously, that's a Capricorn trait, right? Like business. But I just remember thinking to myself, I want to make an extra $5,000 this morning. And this eve, and then today I had someone sign up for a reading, and I did her reading. And after the reading, we were just chatting and stuff like that. Basically, long story short of it, she ended up signing up for my 6-month program, which, as you guessed it, was about $5,000. So I am here though. I am partially here, and we are going to do this event called Discover Your Essential Oils. But I just wanted to say all of that to say that once you start to grow, dimensionally and elevate yourself dimensionally, things just become easier. In fact, things of the 3D dimension no longer fluster you. You start to lose yourself in the other dimensions. And I think I will do a video on dimensions and what it means to travel the dimensions. But for now, we're going to talk about essential oils. So let's get into it while I still have mental space. Okay, so the objectives today is for me to tell you about the therapeutic benefits of essential oils. Most people use essential oils because they smell good, so you wear them on your wrist or by your neck. Maybe you bought a diffuser, fancy you, and you put them in a diffuser and they smell your room real nice, and that's about it. But did you know that essential oils can be therapeutic? Yes, they can. They can actually help with your health and your wellness. I am, in full disclosure, I am a wellness advocate for doTERRA. That is the company that I work with. And I will tell you why, because I've used all the oils. And I chose doTERRA to go with. And I'll get into that, why I chose doTERRA. But all I want to tell you right now, I'm not going to sell to you. I'm not going to tell you, oh, you got to buy this, whatever. I'll tell you about the oils. I'll give you all the information for you to use oils for yourself. But I'm also going to tell you what I bought when I bought, because this was like 10 years ago when I got into doTERRA, and then, why I went about doing the things that I did. You're also going to learn how to properly use essential oils, the benefits, some of my favorite oils I'm going to share with you and why they're my favorite oils. And then, of course, at the end, I'm just going to give you a little blurb about doTERRA. So here we go. And of course, as you guys know, all my talks are interactive. So ask me any questions you want once it pertains to the oils. Because, I'm live on TikTok and everybody wants to know, is he going to call me? Does he miss me? Are we reconciling? Put that aside for one moment and let's focus on essential oils. Okay, what is an essential oil? Let's start at the basics, right? It is an extract from a plant. So that could be the seeds, the bark, the stems, the roots, the flowers, right? Or any other parts of the plant. The one thing you want to know about essential oils is that they are highly concentrated, even more concentrated than herbs. Can you believe it? So they're about 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So let me give you an example of this. Who here likes peppermint tea or peppermint oil or anything pepperminty? I know I do. That's why I chose this example because I love peppermint. So if you wanted to have the equivalent of 1 drop of peppermint essential oil, you would have to drink 28 cups of peppermint tea. 28 cups of peppermint tea, right? Tracy, you love peppermint? I know. I love peppermint too, but I want the concentrated version because I know the benefits of peppermint, right? So they're very, very concentrated. And that's why when you get essential oils, they're in little bottles, they cost a lot, and you don't have to use a lot. That's the major thing you need to know. You don't have to empty half the bottle into your diffuser to use it, okay? Okay, now we're going to talk about how you use essential oils. There's 3 ways that you can use essential oils. The last way I do not recommend using with any company unless you know the validity of the company, because you could get yourself in some problems, okay? Now, the first way is aromatically. We all know about that. Everybody likes to smell oils, right? So it affects your mood, it purifies the air, and it also helps maintain a healthy airway. So when you smell essential oils, it actually lifts your mood. Do you know why aromatherapy is one of the oldest healing professions? Does anybody have a guess or a clue? Because with aromatherapy, it bypasses the third man, right? The middleman, if you will. So for instance, when we see things, right, it has to go through our retina and be interpreted before it goes to the brain. When we taste things, it has to go through our taste buds before it goes to the brain. When we hear things, it has to go through the inner drum before it goes to the brain. But with smell, there is no middleman. So that's why it's so amazing, because it goes straight to the brain. That's why when you smell something so good, it immediately lifts your mood. Or if you smell something very pungent like garbage, it makes you just cringe, right? Because it goes directly to the brain. There is no middleman. So that's why aromatherapy is one of the oldest healing professions, side note. And that's why me as a healer, I always have aromatherapy going, because I want to further enhance your healing session. Now, the second way that you can use oils is topically. You can actually apply essential oils to your skin or to the bottom of your feet. And when you do it that way, it works faster than aromatically because it enters the bloodstream within 30 seconds. Did you guys know that? That when you put some oil on, it actually enters into your bloodstream in 30 seconds? Sure does. I will say though, for safety, that you should dilute your essential oil. So let's say you have some nice lavender oil and you want to rub it on maybe you have a burn and you want to rub it on the burn to help heal the burn. My recommendation is to maybe put some fractionated coconut oil before you apply the lavender oil. And that's just for safety, because some of us have really sensitive skin, especially people that are, Caucasian, or if you're lighter skin, you might burn or you might get irritations easily. So I would say definitely dilute with the coconut oil to prevent your skin irritation. Now, the third way that you can use essential oils, I do not recommend unless it is with a good brand. That is one of the reasons why I went with doTERRA. So the third way is having it internally. You can actually consume essential oils as a dietary supplement for targeted wellness. It is very supportive to the body's systems, and you could also add it in for cooking. I have a friend, she makes Italian spaghetti, Italian food, and she uses oil of oregano, but only 1 drop because it is highly, highly concentrated and that thing will flavor her entire pot. So I've seen that. I've seen another friend make brownies and use the peppermint to put in with the brownies and make peppermint brownie mix. Lemons for lemon bar, lemon oil for lemon bars. I've seen so many people cook with essential oils. But again, I remind you, only go with the cooking or ingesting the oils if you know the company is reputable, because there's a lot of essential oils company that want to save on pricing for you and make their profit margin larger, so they will actually mix the essential oils with other cheaper oils so that they can sell more. I don't know the specific names of any companies. I just want you to be aware that this is a practice and it could be very harmful to you. So be careful of how you're ingesting. So I want to share with you a few of my favorite oils and what they're good for. My favorite oil is lavender. Do you guys like lavender? I'm actually wearing lavender right now. Because at nighttime, before I come on to do my nighttime streams, I like to take my shower because, I had a full day. Sometimes I'm massaging clients. Sometimes clients are crying on me. So when I end my day from my studio and I come home, I like to take a nice, relaxing nighttime shower and put my oils on my skin. So lavender is one of my favorite oils because it eases like feelings of tension. It's just so relaxing. One of my favorite things to do is to mix lavender with some water and put it in a spray bottle and then spray my pillow. Oh my gosh. Sweet dreams, right, Uma? Sweet dreams. Lavender is actually really good for skin irritations too. So if you have like sunburn or some sort of irritated skin or whatnot, you can add a few drops of lavender and it will definitely help it heal. You can also add lavender to bath water to help soak away stress, or you can apply to your temples and the back of your neck to also relieve you. Okay? So that is one of the benefits of, or some of the benefits of lavender. Another favorite oil of mine is peppermint, as I talked about before. Peppermint is so good because it actually helps promote healthy respiratory function and it helps clear your breathing passages. It also helps reduce bloating, gas, and occasional indigestion. I actually have peppermint beadlets. Where are they? They're like right here in my desk drawer. So you guys hear me rummaging around in my desk drawer. Now I have them somewhere because yep, here they go. Peppermint beadlets, these are so cute. They're like little tiny beadlets and they pop in your mouth. So I just take a couple at a time after I eat, to help with my bloating, my indigestion. And one of them just fell out. So I have two here. And it also freshens your breath, So if you're kind of like at work and you want to have fresh breath, pop some peppermint beadlets and it will just completely light up your mouth. You can also use it to cool you down. Peppermint is a cooling oil. And I really used peppermint when I was in Brazil. I remember I went on a volunteer trip to Brazil with this organization. And oh my goodness, it was so hot over there. And I'm from the Caribbean. And I couldn't deal with the heat in Brazil. I was showering 6 times a day. I think they were mad at me at the house because I was showering so much. They were probably like, this girl is using up all our water. But I could not believe the heat. It was too much. I didn't have like a portable fan or anything. So what I did was I would shower, and while my skin was still wet, I would put peppermint on the back of my neck, on my temples, on my feet, and I would immediately cool down. I would get like all cool. I had to give it to all my roommates. Everybody needed the peppermint oil. They were like, that's crazy how cool you are. And then I actually remember going to sleep with a blanket on, which is unheard of in Brazil. It's so hot. Okay. So peppermint's one of my favorites. Also lemon oil. Lemon oil is so versatile. You could use lemon oil for a lot of things. One, it cleanses and purifies the air and surfaces. So you can actually create like a little house cleaner to clean your surfaces, your kitchen, your bathroom. Um, Put it in a spray bottle with some other oils and use it to create a disinfecting spray. It also supports healthy respiratory function. And if you diffuse it to like smell it in the air, um, these citrus oils like lemon, orange, grapefruit, they tend to lift your emotions and put you in a positive mood. So that's a really good benefit of lemon. Now, doTERRA has these specific blends that have not been created elsewhere. It's like they're proprietary blends. And my absolute favorite blend is Breathe. Whoo, it is so good. Breathe has laurel leaf, peppermint, eucalyptus, lemon peel, ravensara, cardamom, and melaleuca leaf. I don't know, but the combination of these essential oils are bomb. Breathe oil is amazing. It's called a respiratory blend. You can apply it topically to your chest, breathe in deeply to enjoy a cooling, invigorating vapor. And it also helps minimize the effects of seasonal threats. Okay. It's a very, very calming oil. And I use this for nighttime. I actually had it diffusing in my diffuser that just went off. And it just really relaxes you as well. Another great blend by doTERRA is called Deep Blue. How many of you have like achy muscles, neck pain, back pain, knee pain, right? Most of us are getting older. I live by Deep Blue, and I have each of my kids and my boyfriend have their own tube of Deep Blue because we all work hard, we all work out, and it's really great after you work out and you have sore muscles to put on. It's kind of like an icy hot, but it's all essential oils. So no chemicals, all really good stuff. And it helps you with your muscles and really good for massage as well. So I would recommend Deep Blue. Digest Zen is another doTERRA proprietary blend, and this is for your stomach. This is really good for if you have issues with your gastrointestinal tract, if you also have bloating, gas, indigestion, if you've eaten a heavy meal and you feel kind of upset in your stomach, this is really good to rub onto your tummy. It has ginger, peppermint, coriander, anise, tarragon, and fennel seed. So these are all really good herbs for digestion to help you with your digestion. So I would recommend Digestin as well. And finally, On Guard. On Guard is an oil that we call the protective blend. It's good for spiritual protection, but it's also good for seasonal protection as well. It is an effective alternative to synthetic options for immune support. It supports your body's natural antioxidant defenses. It helps with respiratory function, and you can diffuse it for cleaning the air. On Guard was a big favorite of mine during 2020 when we had all the craziness going on. I had actually, we sold out of On Guard because I was buying like 2-3 bottles a month, and they had them on like back order. So now you guys might want to know, like, Uma, because I am a certified aromatherapist. I'm a level 2 certified aromatherapist. So technically I can use all the oils, but I tend to specifically only use doTERRA. The only time I use another oil that is not doTERRA is if doTERRA doesn't carry that oil. Like, what was the other one I just bought recently? Primrose oil. I recently bought that because doTERRA doesn't carry it. But the reason why I like doTERRA is because plants are sourced from all around the world. Now, usually when you have an essential oil company, let me give you the scoop, guys, what they do. Usually, to cut costs, the essential oil companies in America will find that plant and then they will raise the plant in America. So if they go to France and they find French lavender, they would go and get like a French lavender plant, bring it back, plant it over here, and then source it for oil. But here's the funny thing about oils, right? I feel like oils are like humans because they like to grow where they are naturally acclimated to, right? It's like they thrive in their home base. So yes, you can bring a French lavender plant over here and plant it and, distill it and get your oils, but it's just not the same as if you get lavender from France itself. And for those of you that travel, you know what I mean, right? So with doTERRA, they did not do that. They did not bring all the plants over here. They kept the plants in their natural habitat so we can get the maximum frequency of these plants. And we harvest them at the most opportune time. All of the batches of the oils are rigorously tested by a third party. That means that it's not biased. Okay. doTERRA doesn't hire doTERRA people to say, yep, this oil is fine. They hire a third party who's going to test it and let us know, okay, this oil is really fine. Now, why are we getting the oils tested? Because we want to make sure that there is an absence of toxins, contaminants, microorganisms, and also make sure that the oil is actually therapeutic and can be used for therapeutic reasons. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why I went with doTERRA. Essential oils are a great way to start building your at-home medicine cabinet because especially in today's world, we see a lot of people are kind of like freaking out because of what's happening in the real world today. And, I have a lot of friends that are doomsday preppers, and they have actually started buying a lot of oils from me because they're thinking, now I'm just reminding you, this is not my thinking, okay? This is their thinking. But let's just say for the sake of argument that they are right. I could see their argument because a lot of my doomsday preppers friends would like to say, well, if the government shuts down and electricity goes off the grid and we have to fend for ourselves and, society crumbles, how are we going to take care of ourselves? It's good to have herbs. It's good to have oils so we can kind of have an at-home pharmacy or an at-home clinic, if you will, right? That's the understanding of why they're stocking up on the essential oils. And I can't blame them because I actually have like a cabinet full of oils in my household as well. And yes, me and my children, we are trained. If we have a toothache, we go get some clove oil. If we have a tummy ache, we get some digestion. If we can't sleep, we use the Serenity blend or lavender. If we're having respiratory issues, we rub some eucalyptus under our nose or breathe oil on our chest, right? Yes, Lila said, I have oils and herbs. That's exactly what I'm talking to them about is the oils and the herbs. And, so it's one way to take care of yourself and to make sure that you have everything you need. If you do, say, if everything goes off the grid, so I tend to buy oils every month and just kind of stock up my pantry because all the oils, once you start learning about oils, you would be amazed at what they can do and how you can actually create some at-home remedies for things. I had a friend, she was a client turned friend, and she was having issues with her undercarriage, if you will. And I created a blend for her based on her specific undercarriage issue. Never had a problem after that. And now she keeps ordering that from me. doTERRA has many other products. They have vitamins and probiotics, and they have spa care. They have different pills. Kids vitamins. They even have weight loss, like weight loss supplements. Yep. Lila said humans survived for thousands of years before the invention of aspirin. That part. And I love using oils and herbs and growing my own food, growing my own vegetables, because it makes me feel like going back to like a natural lifestyle. And like the older I get, the more I want like a natural lifestyle, So I don't know if that appeals to any of you listening to me, but that's like a big thing for me is going through with natural stuff. So on this slide, I have an example of how I made a cleaning supply that I use in my household. So for the glass cleaner, I did 1 part vinegar, 1 part water, 2 drops of lemon oil, and put it in a spray bottle to clean the glass. To clean surfaces in my house, I did water, 2 drops of On Guard, 2 drops of lemon oil, and 2 drops of eucalyptus, and 1 milliliter of liquid soap, and shake it up. And now I got a surface cleaner. For the floor cleaner, I did 5 to 10 drops of On Guard or lemon or tea tree oil in a mop bucket with warm water to clean the floors. So look at that. Could you imagine you're buying oils that are multi-purpose because they're therapeutic for yourself. They smell great. They smell your home, and then also now you can make your own natural cleaning supplies or whatever else you want to make. And you do save money by not having to buy the artificial stuff. We do have a spa line. I do love the doTERRA mud mask. I don't know if you guys are into self-care Sundays. I am a big, component of self-care Sundays. So I do love the spa line, and the mud mask in that brown tube is like my absolute favorite to put on. That mud mask is so good. It's very tightening. So a lot of you might say, these sound good. I'm going to go on Amazon and go ahead and buy the oils. That's great. You can do that if you want to. doTERRA oils are not supposed to be sold on Amazon, but I have found them there. I don't know how that happened. This is like, this is its own company where you buy them through them. But I would recommend that you do get a wholesale account. That's what I signed up with. And then I became like, a person, like an advocate, a wellness advocate, where I started teaching classes about essential oils because it actually absolutely enhanced my lifestyle and my children's lifestyles. So the reason why I recommend a wholesale membership is because once you sign up for a membership, you get 25% off all products. You get free points that you can use to buy free stuff. And you can get all your products in one place because, like I said, it's not just oils you can get with doTERRA. You can get your vitamins, your probiotics, your spa care. You can get soap. You can get stuff to make cleaning detergents or whatever else you need. So it's kind of like a Costco membership, but it's like a healthy membership, if you will. So that's why I would recommend that you get a wholesale membership. So I did on this screen like a little example of what you would do to create a monthly order to buy things. Because one of the tricks is I play the points games. I don't know if you guys do. Hypochlorous acid. Oh, HCl? No. Is that HCl? Is also amazing, but I truly love doTERRA. I absolutely love doTERRA. But one of the things that I do is I like to play the points games with my credit cards, with when I shop, because if I'm going to get free stuff, then I'm just winning in life. Like I literally just closed the credit card down of mine and I enrolled for an Amazon credit card because I shop on Amazon all the time. I'm a stay-at-home mom, you know what I mean? Like I work from home. I'm not stay at home. I work from home. Getting my car, I share a car with my partner. So getting the car is like hard. So when I need things, I just go on Amazon and order them. And I try to be mindful for the environment and try to get them all together in one package or get them all delivered on the same day. So no rush or anything like that unless I need it for a rush. And I'll tell you this, that when you combine everything and you pool it all together, you do save money. So I did an example of this. Let's say in 1 month, I ordered a daily probiotic, a hydrating night cream, the hand and body lotion, the kids chewable multivitamin, an IQ Mega for my kids, and a lavender oil, an actual oil, the lavender oil, right? All of that came up to $148. Now that might sound like a lot, but that's various things. That's healthcare, that's beauty, that's for my children, and that's actual essential therapeutic oils. So let's say that comes up to $148. I actually get 131 points for that order, which means that I can get a free bottle of lavender oil. I could get like 5 free bottles of lavender oil. You see how that works? So you play the points game with doTERRA and you really can win. You really can win because then you just get free stuff and then you can use that for whatever. And you can sign up for doTERRA just by going to doTERRA.com. So some people ask me, why sign up with you, Uma? You don't have to. I'm going to tell you that right off the bat. You don't have to. But if you do sign up with me, my team and I, we do a bunch of different things to make you guys happy. First things first is whoever signs up with me, you get assigned a manager, right? And the manager is meant to help you with giving you education on the essential oils and to help you with your purchases so that it makes the most out of your membership. We do constant education because we have essential oil meetups once a month. In fact, this Saturday at my center, we are making a self-love blend for April. So, we teach you how to make a self-love blend. You get some free samples, and then you also get to try out and smell some of the other oils that you don't have. And that's, if you do live close to Virginia, to come to the center. We do invite you to our Facebook groups to stay in touch, learn more about our products, and join our happy oily community. And if you so desire, there is an opportunity to create a secondary source of income with our company. That's if you want to become a wellness advocate like myself. Most people I sign up, they're just signing up for the oils and to, like I said, prepare their households, to get their affairs in order. They're not necessarily thinking about using it to make money. But for some of you, you might think that way, and I'm happy to help you with that as well. Our motto, if you do sign up with me, just so you know, our motto is put a healer in every home through education, sharing, and listening. Okay? So, what do you do now? Well, now you have some knowledge about essential oils. Hopefully, you like it. Hopefully, you want to use it. And if you do, congrats. I think you're going to enjoy including essential oils along into your natural lifestyle, whether you're doing herbs, whether you're doing, holistic therapies. I think essential oils is a great addition. If you do want to sign up with me so I can help you with choosing what products to start with and creating a plan of how to order products for the next 6 months, just DM me, contact me at my email, info@thelotusandthelight.com. And I am happy to help you with that for sure. Now, usually what I was showing you guys here on this on my YouTube channel was what I use for when people contact me for a private essential oils consultation. So the rest of the stuff is just about showing you the different packages that we have that you can sign up with. So that's it. That is my presentation on essential oils, and I hope that you like it because I'm not trying to sell to you guys. I want to let you know that I sell the oils, of course. So if you're like, ooh, that breed oil sounds real good, Uma, I want to try that out. Absolutely, I have that oil and I can help you get that oil. But mostly what I want you to take away is what I said at the beginning of this talk tonight. Essential oils are natural, they're potent, they're therapeutic, they can be used for a variety of reasons. And it's something that you might want to consider, especially with the way the world is going right now. You want to start to become more independent and you want to start to take care of your stuff more on your own. And you don't want to have to rely too much on other people for stuff, especially if anything happens. You want to be self-reliant. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening in. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you soon at the Lotus and the Light Metaphysical Center.